Welcome to Hub City Now with your host, Tyrone Tony Reed.
Hello and welcome to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr. And today we have with us F.J. McCurrie, who, my goodness, has a lot of accomplishments. He's here today. He's the founder and CEO of Knocdown Worldwide, which is the home of Knocdown Entertainment, Knocdown Entertainment Germany, and Knocdown Films. He's the president of Living and Growing Apparel. He's president of putting on the Gospel LLC, which puts on gospel concerts. He's president of Neighborhood Basketball League, and he's also the co-founder of Union Entertainment Group. How do you sleep?
Man, it's hard to sleep at night. It's just a blessing to even have the opportunity to work with such great individuals. It's not only me. Mm-hmm. I just surround myself with great-minded, folk just like myself.
Right. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Humboldt, Tennessee.
Okay.
It's in Gibson County. It's pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty small, man. Probably a population maybe nowadays maybe around 500-600 folk, maybe around there.
Right.
It's just a decline in everything going on there. The schooling, the population, everybody tend to be moving away from it, which that's not always good. Like,
why do you think that's happening?
Well, I just think it's just opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of jobs ain't there no more. Like when I was coming up, you had plenty of jobs.
Right.
Maybe 4 or 5 nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we got to start pumping money back into our community, and we ain't doing a good job of it. Myself, other people as well.
Right. There was one thing I didn't mention, and we're going to talk about that in the second show more. But he's also has a documentary coming out called Small City, Big Dreams. I want you to talk about that in this show too. Where does that title come from, and what caused you to do the documentary?
Well, the title came from basically, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Small City, Big Dreams, like I just said, earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's including Madison County or wherever. We pretty small compared to a major city.
Right.
So the title basically just means, you can, your dreams don't got boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
You can dream, big as the world.
Right.
You just can't set yourself in a situation where you become a product of your environment.
Right.
And a lot of times around here, that's what's going on. We're a product of our environment, what we see or what we base success to be on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that is you got to have $1 million. You got to
Mm-hmm.
have this, that.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, if you above the ground
right.
and live to see another day, and you can just provide, it ain't got to be the most glamorous things or anything like that. Just provide where you're not hungry.
Right.
That's success to me, man. And I think in this documentary, that's what we trying to get to. Coming from Humboldt and just trying to give back. I don't see a whole lot.
Right.
From
just what I read about you,
mm-hmm.
founder, president, CEO, co-founder, how did you get? How did the Humboldt native start from? I don't know where do you come? Your background. What's your background? But how did you start from living in Humboldt, which you say is a small city,
right?
And a lot of people are leaving. How did you go from being there to now doing from that small city to your big dreams?
Okay. Let me go all the way back to 2006.
Okay.
And this is where it started. One of my friends, his name is Eddie Jones.
Okay.
And I always stayed in good contact with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over there one day, and he was over there recording, making beats, stuff like that. So that should sound pretty good. So I'm like, man, you got some talent, So I want to figure out how I can help you, in any type of way I can.
Right.
So I started reading. I started reading on record labels, independent labels, what I got to do, how I'm supposed to do it, and all that. And that's where the Knocdown started.
Okay.
That's where Knocdown started as an entertainment company.
Okay.
I think my first show that we done was at Festivities down here. It was like in 2006.
Okay.
It was a local rap concert, and it brought out a whole lot of people, a lot of connections I have right today. So we go from there to a lot of people may be familiar with Slim Thug, so big rap artists out of Texas.
Right.
It was like the biggest show I done, at that time.
Right.
And it put us on the map, but. Everybody think, when you doing things like that, there's a lot of glory. We found out a whole lot wrong with the industry.
Right.
Then, 'cause we had people, that we thought was for us that really
They were
wasn't,
against, right?
you know.
Mm-hmm.
You fast forward a little bit further. I just stayed, persistent with it.
Right.
Started meeting, new people, connecting with new people, and it's just longevity. Don't nothing happen overnight. You gotta understand that. You you just pray, and it'll get answered.
What was this a dream of yours when you were growing up? What was your dream when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, man, I excelled at sports.
Mm-hmm.
I played baseball, basketball, and any kid, growing up, that's the dream. I'm gonna be a professional this, professional that, or whatnot. But I learned at an early age, even in baseball, coming from a small city, a lot of politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of who you know, not what you know.
Right.
Or how even talent wasn't even a factor,
Right.
I was probably, if you really ask people, I was probably one of the best center fielders that ever came out of Humboldt.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get a chance to see that, though.
Right.
Because he got blackballed.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to get into a lot of color.
Mm-hmm.
But when you come from cities like that, and you sit around in Madison County as well.
Right.
It's all about who you know.
Mm-hmm. So what happened from I want to be a star athlete to I want to be my own boss?
College. I went to graduate from Jackson State.
Okay.
2002. Got an associate's degree in computer programming.
Okay.
And just seeing that how hard it was for me to go find just a simple internship, and seeing these people, having jobs already waiting on them. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hold up now. How can I, get to that point where I can have some waiting on me too.
Right.
And I just came to the conclusion you guys, try to be your own boss.
Mm-hmm.
If you be your own boss, you dictate everything. So you're going to work hard for yourself.
That's true.
So I figure, if you're going to work hard for other people making their dreams come true, why not do it for yourself?
Right. So how much time did you have to put in? Did you start doing that when you were in college? Mm-hmm. Or what was your process? Yeah,
in college, I started doing little shows with a couple of my college friends. I'm not shows, but parties. Back then, and it was good. They got me into the learning the business side of entertainment.
Right.
And doing shows and parties and stuff like that, like I do now. But it started way back then. Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more with F.J. McCurrie about all the different businesses that he has going on right now. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome back to Hub City Now. We are back with F.J. McCurrie, the director, writer of Small City Big Dreams. Can we say that? Okay. Right. That's a new documentary that's coming out on November 29th. Is that the world premiere?
Yeah, it's the premiere.
Where will that be?
It'll be at Humboldt Plaza. I would just say the movie theater. Downtown and whatnot. They were fortunate enough. Well, actually, this guy named Tommy Sharon, he's real good friends with the owners down there. And my mindset was I was just gonna release it November 3rd, just for free. Just throw it out on YouTube, and we was just gonna release it. And I got such good feedback from my community. A whole lot. It made me push to be like, hold up now, I might wanna try something different. This ain't never been done before. Now I won't say that I'm the first to do it in our community because Tyrone was just done Hungo. Down in Malin or whatnot, which me and him are real good friends. He's one of the ones that go all the way back to the Knockdown days. You know? But I never thought it would get this big, but the response just on social media or people I see in person, man, they hungry. They want it, and they send us an inspiration to them. That's what it's all about. It ain't about the financial. It's about, trying to inspire and give hope. Right. Give hope to a small city or anybody in the surrounding cities. Because it's just the first one. We got, I probably got like 3 or 4 of them I got to do, just out of Humboldt.
Right.
Then I'm getting, feedback from people outside of Humboldt. Like over here, why don't you do a documentary on, Artist Hicks, Al Wilson, and, folk of that nature, Right. So the love that's being shown with it this ain't even peaked yet.
So has it been more of a joyful project, or has it been hard, or has it been a mixture of things?
Mixture. A big mixture. I mean, it really is supposed to drop. I started filming in 2015. And had life. Life struck me.
Right.
A lot of stuff that went on, personally that I had to get through.
That
storms
happens.
And stuff, and just, it took a whole lot of motivation for people that really, care about you. people like the radio station, like Jennifer always have been, very motivational.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, look, now you gonna do this.
Right.
Now do this right here.
Right.
I hear a lot. Put people in your circle that has your
that
best
for
interest.
you, yeah. Because it's hard. It's hard dreaming big because you have people around you who never had those kinds of dreams, and they'll tell you, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, go get you a 9-to-5 job, work 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Be dead tired when you get home. Only thing you want to do is eat, sleep, and then you have to go back to work again.
That's what they want you to do, though.
Right.
This what we got to get out of that mentality of, they rob you of your youth, they rob you of your knowledge, all that. That's what they want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everything on the time.
Right. You're exchanging your time for money.
There you go. There you go.
And while you're building somebody else's dream, and like you said earlier, you could be building your own.
Right.
It's hard, but these people who FedEx and Kinko's and UPS and Walmart, all those businesses start with somebody's dream saying, hey, I think I can supply a need that other people would want. And now look at them. Look at those. I mean, they have coliseums and venues built in their name and all those things. So in chasing your dreams, I'm sure there were some letdowns, some negative opinions probably. How did you weed between, for those who want to start their own business, who have big dreams? Maybe they want to be an actor, maybe they want to be a rapper, maybe they want to be a writer and director like you. What advice? Well, tell them what you went through and how you had to weed between those who were for you and those that weren't for you.
Well, like I said, it's simple. The ones that are for you have never left you right today.
Right.
Right today, they still here. They call and say the old simple, hey, how you doing? It can be a 5-minute conversation. Or, like I said, you got social media now. You hit me on Facebook or, Instagram, whatever that may be, just to let me know that I'm in your thoughts.
Right.
That mean a whole lot. Because sometimes that's worth more than money.
That's right.
And the ones that come at you with their hand out or looking for an opportunity, it could be your own family.
Right.
Them the ones that you want to steer away because you can't keep bringing folk up. It don't work that way.
Right.
You got to somehow elevate to the same level I'm going to.
Right.
If I keep on coming down, I'll never succeed. I'll never get up to the top.
Right.
Because I'm constantly, pulling.
Have you found a lot of people like that? People who don't want to work for their dreams, but they rather ride on your coattails?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of that, and what I try to do, I try to be as humble as I possibly can because I come from the same background as everybody else, around me or whatnot. The best thing you could give a person is probably advice. Right. That is priceless. I mean, and give them that knowledge because a lot of that's not going on within the schools or anything no more.
Right.
You got to give them that knowledge, and the person that's receiving it got to take that knowledge and put it to work.
Right. Exactly.
Because a lot of times you got to pay for this stuff.
That's right.
And to me, if I just give you advice and give you knowledge of what I've done to get to that point, that's worth more than me doing it for you because I'm hindering you if I do it for you.
Right. I think is it Warren Buffett that people pay to have lunch with?
There you go.
Exactly. Because he's been so successful. So do you think with the advice, are there a lot of people taking advice, or are there a lot of people who are just like, I want to do it on my own?
Both. I've had some within my company. If you look at Living and Growing Apparel, our president over that, my cousin, he's the CEO of it.
Okay.
But it took me spearheading it because he always have had the Living and Growing. So I'm like, well, hold up, man. Look, that's a nice saying. You need to do something with it. Still laid back in the weed. So I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get this logo made. I'm gonna get some of these shirts printed out. He started seeing the vision. So once he started seeing the vision, we where we at now. This is a legal LLC company, clothing apparel or whatnot. We got our own screen printing machines. I'm connected to a point where this guy named Mariko Grice, he has our design. Okay. So he does all our embroidery, but we stand in our network, helping each other out. We got to do more of that. We got to help each other out.
Right. And like you were saying, I'm losing my thought again.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, helping one another out and networking and just staying consistent.
That's big.
With what you're doing. The Bible says the people perish from lack of vision. And like you said, that's amazing that you talked about how your cousin had the name, but you had to like actually kind of push it into existence and let him see it.
Right.
This is what could be done in order for it to come true. Do you find that a lot of times people are searching for mentors and can't find them?
Yeah.
And if not everybody can pay thousands or however much money to have breakfast or lunch or dinner with Warren Buffett. But you said something earlier about reading,
right?
About record labels when you were putting on those parties and those shows. People are looking for mentors, but around them, they don't see them. Do you think the library or books are a good place to find those mentors that you can't find in everyday life?
I would say yes and no. Okay. Reason why I say yeah, because, you can never get enough knowledge.
Right.
A lot of times what we read, but nowadays, it's a lot of times what you see. So you got to make yourself approachable too. I try to, anybody talk to me, I'm gonna talk to them. Whether it be on social media or in person, I'm not stuck up at all.
Right.
If you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. And I think that's where it gets kind of misconstrued, because you think of success, he gonna be bougie. He ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do that. I don't have $1 million, so I'm just like everybody else.
Right.
But I get my blessings through blessing other people. If I can make you feel good about yourself for that day, or it might be your worst day, and I make you feel like just feel like $1 million, I feel like I'm doing my job. Right. I'm always approachable. Anybody want to talk to me, hey, come. I'm gonna make time for it.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with F.J. McCurrie. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hello, and welcome back to Hub City Now. I'm your host, Tyrone Tony Reed Jr., and we are back with F.J. McCurrie. We are wrapping up our first show. There's so much that he does that we're going to have a second show. I just know it. So we're going to have him back on next week. But in the time that we have remaining, I wanted to ask him about Living and Growing Apparel and putting on the gospel. The Living and Growing Apparel, what kind of clothing do you all make?
We got right now we got a whole lot of shirts, a whole lot of T-shirts. Now we went into the polos. We got jogging suits. We're designing toboggans and hats and all that as we speak. But mostly right now, the T-shirts and the meaning. That's what we're selling. We're selling the meaning of it. Look at it going from a boy to a man.
Okay.
And that's basically what the logo is. That's what's standing out. I think that's what really got it. It popped. Like, we went way to New York. With it. This was 2016. I got presented a Lifetime Achievement Award up there for just the companies, just being in the entertainment business for so long, man. Right. They recognized it.
That's
so
awesome.
We went up there and we presented Living and Growing stuff, and they fell in love with it. So then, when you surrounded in a big city like that, and you see all these independent outlets, like, oh, that's it. Yeah, we got some, everybody just gravitated to it. So we came up with the logo, like I say, starting from a boy to a man, and it just really everybody got it, because every day you got to grow.
That's right. That's right. Tell us about putting on the gospel. How did that come to be?
It came about 2013. I think we had a rash of killings, man, in Jackson area, just around. And we needed to do something that was going to bring togetherness and positivity, and, just showing these people around that we can get, over 3,000 plus in one building and nothing happened.
Right.
And, we felt like that at that time, Tamla Man had Take Me to the King guy. And, man, that song was very inspirational to a lot of folks. So, we reached out to them, and they okay, yeah, let's get it done, and they came down, put on a great show, and it started from there. Once we seen that, we did, 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, did you have Fred Hammond and Israel and I went to that. That was a great show. That was just last year, wasn't it? Right before Thanksgiving.
It was.
Yeah, that was an awesome show.
Then we had Kirk Franklin as well.
Right.
So we brought Kirk Franklin out. These are things that
What is that like? I mean, I'm sure you've heard their music on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think, man, I'm going to meet these people and not only are I'm going to meet these people, but I'm going to put on shows that these people are going to be in.
I'm telling you what's funny about all that. It's like when you in, they say when you're in the kitchen, you get a fight. When you doing the shows, you just see straight up business. Mm-hmm. Now when you sit down and get done with it, like right now,
wow,
like a year later, it's like, oh man,
right.
I did this, I did that. So you kind of marvel at it a little bit.
Right.
But while you doing it, it's just
I got to get this done.
You got to get it done.
Right. Well, that's awesome. How can people reach you if they want to be mentored by you or learn more information about you or find out about your shows or your clothes? How can they reach you?
Every social media, all you got to type in is FJ McCurrie.
Okay.
You type that in, and you're going to find me. Mm-hmm. So that's the best way. For like the mentorship and all that, no fees involved. We're not finna charge for no knowledge. There's something that's free. You don't do that. So anybody that want to reach out to me and talk to me, that's all you gotta do. Just find me on social media, FJ McCurrie. Inbox me. However you want to do it, and we can make it happen.
All right. Well, we're again tune in to next week's show. We're gonna have part 2 with FJ McCurrie. We're gonna talk about more about Knocdown Worldwide. We're going to talk about the Neighborhood Basketball League and Union Entertainment Group, and more about Small City Big Dreams, his documentary that's being released on November 29th. We would like to thank our sponsors, Baskerville Funeral Home, City of Brownsville, Nail Huntsman Flower Box, R&R Custom Wheels and Tires Express, and Styles Menswear. Thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate you tuning in every week, and you all continue to chase your dreams. Don't give up. Be persistent. Be consistent, and don't give up. And we will talk to you next week. You all have a great week. God bless.